worst fail was like 2%. Still. Alright, yeah. 59 attempts. This might be medium demon. I'll figure it out later. But I would say, yeah, either like barely hard demon or, now this is probably just a medium demon. I'll still upload it though, why not? Yeah, it's a nice little level. It's supposed to be a remake of a 4-year-old level by someone else that I am not familiar with in the slightest, so I don't necessarily know how this level compares to that level, but this is definitely a bit different from Chloe's typical style. It's definitely more effect based, and I think that it works in certain areas, but this level does have a variation issue. The background is genuinely the same for the entire level, and I think that is something that doesn't really stick out until you or like take a deeper look and you're like, oh wait, that's the same background for the entire level. It's just the spitting lines. But yeah, I think there's a variation issue in that regard. The last cube is also just, you know, copy and pasted twice in a row. There's not different gameplay in the second half of it, which is like, that definitely comes off as a bit lazy. But I do like certain block designs, particularly the one in the UFO. I think those blocks look pretty solid, and it's nice to see Chloe experiment with some different styles, even though I do think that as an overall product, I prefer their regular style they typically build in. There are some issues with the transitions. The transition into the UFO is not good because you can barely see the half of the structures when you have to make the first click, and the first click of the level is also completely blind. It's a buffer, fortunately, but the second click is also second click is also nearly blind, so it's just kind of like, I don't know, I would have started off the level with a faster moving transition so there's not these blind clicks immediately. I also just do not like the hue shader usage at the ship. That shader genuinely needs to be removed from the game. It's like, it just looks bad every time it's used. I hate seeing the color of the icon change. It can work if it's layered below the icon, but no one ever does that. And I just think that the shader there makes the part look a lot worse than it would if it was just regular, you know, hue triggers or color triggers. But yeah, a bit rough around the edges. I think I would still send this for a star rate. It looks decent overall. A bit of a step down from Chloe's typical output, but I think that for a level in a different style and for a level that had a template of a much, much older level, I think it's fine for what it's going for. And it was relatively enjoyable, so I'd recommend it. GG's.